Today I'll be showing you how to assemble my bridge design for the Make It Bridge contest. So at this point I've printed all the parts. There's the main four corners of the base right here. Then there's these little sort of rectangular things that just connect them together. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. There's the paths which go in the inserts here. Then there's the more aesthetic stuff like trees, little laser cut people as well. Then, of course, there's the bridge. I've already dunked this in water to dissolve all the PVA filament because this was printed with a lot of supports. Then I painted the bottom of it with black paint. And I've also wrapped some vines around it to make it look like what it really should in a ravine. So here you can see that this side's a bit higher than this. That's because the ravine at my school has one high bank and a low bank. So it's to scale. Let's start. So I'm gonna take one of these. You can see there's this little rectangular or square insert there. You put it in the hole, then you slide it together with the other piece and you have it together. It's pretty secure. If you slide it that way, it does come out, but you can also glue it if you want. Super glue usually works pretty well on plastic. Then let's move to the next one. So again, just square, put it in there. This one you sort of have to do two at a time because it all fits together, or I suppose you could put that one in after. So put that there, slide this in, then slide this one in. There isn't anything here because there's no land, it's just the river. Now the idea behind this is that after you fill this with water and it looks very realistic. There's also this yarn here. So this I've already glued on because I assembled it once already, but you just glue it to the post at the height you want. You only really have to glue it to the end posts if it's on a curve like this, or here. These I had to undo because it's across the split in the middle. But anyway, this one you have to glue it to every post because it's on like a curve the other way. So unless you put it on this side, which doesn't look as good if you're looking from this direction, and it doesn't match with the other side, you have to glue it to every post, which is fine as well. I use super glue for that and just yellow yarn. Then there's the bridge. It's really easy to put in place. It just sort of slides in like that. Then we have that. The paths also make it a lot steadier. So right now it can sort of slide in and out, right? But the paths are inserts, and once you put them in, it sort of locks it in because of their curvature. So just do that. There's these paths. This one. So I purposely offset the separations in the path so that they weren't aligned with the middle. That way it actually adds a little bit of stability side to side, and you can make it like one model even though you're printing it in multiple pieces and be stable without gluing it. So that's pretty good. Now you can either choose to do the trees next, or you can either glue or tape the bottom. Now that's your choice. It doesn't really matter the order at this point. You just need to make it waterproof because if you're filling it with water, these separations obviously need to be taped or glued. So you can either use like a gray caulking or a clear tape. Then there's the trees. So this one's already assembled. Just gonna put it over here. So these have two pieces. There's the base, which is like the trunk, and the insert, it goes in here. And then the tree has a little hole in it there, and it sort of just slides in. It's not super tight, but gravity holds it down, so that's fine. Got that tree. Not all the trees and shrubs are the same. This tree is slightly different, and that just makes it look a little bit more realistic too. So. Okay, got that. And now there's the shrub. So this one's already assembled. You can see the trunk of it does look like a real shrub's trunk, so it helps it look realistic. You can put that here, or actually I think this one goes here. I tried to align the curve with the path, but as you can see there's multiple files that I posted in the design, so you can have different angles. So if you wanted shrubs angled differently, you just print different trunks. And the tops, there's also different ones, but that doesn't really matter. That's just to have variation in the shape. We'll do that again. Actually, that one doesn't go there. It goes here. There we have it. Now you might also notice that this shrub is a slightly different green than this shrub, and same with the tree. So that's really your choice what color you print it in, but I thought it would be nice to have some variation, makes it also look more realistic. Now at the end, you can just glue these little pieces of yarn on. It makes it look like a railing. Once that's done with super glue, you're pretty much done. You can also add some more people. I already glued them on the path before, but the order doesn't really matter. You may want to wait till the end to super glue them, because then you can really see what it'll look like in the big design. So you put one there, for example, and just super glue it. So yeah, I hope you like it. And as you can see, it's actually very big. This is 60 centimeters and it's a square, so 60 by 60. And it takes 4 pieces to fit it on my printer, which is 30 by 30. So yeah, it's 1 to 54 scale.